evening, everybody. Welcome back to another week of Plan with Fox, the planner channel that asks the question, why does this bitch keep planning every week when she just ends up putting things off until the next week? Speaking of which, I didn't do a plan with me last week. Oh my god, this is crooked. I did put some stickers down for the 2 Hallmark movies that we watched yesterday. My dog is playing with her toy in the background. There are sirens down the street. It's a bit of a mess right now. Anyway, I didn't plan last week. Last week was a big fucking week. Saturday was the Richmond Marathon, and we were out of town to run the marathon, and I didn't even touch my planner last week. I was just not in the right mindset at the beginning of the week. So let's go to this week. Today is Monday, November 18th. The week ends with Sunday, November 24th. My annual end of November vacation begins this week, and I'm in a weird headspace, so let's talk about it. I am using a kit from Glitter Monday. It is the coffee kit, I believe is what it's called. It's really cute, however, it doesn't have date covers with it, so I printed this thing from Paper Crown Planner. The kit has 3 different shades of date covers, so it has the pastel, bold, and I think a neutral. So I printed the pastel ones. I thought this would kind of go with the thing here, so that's what I'm going to use for the planner, for the date covers. So the only thing is the washi that goes with this is not really, this is not going to fit exactly. Yeah, it's kind of fat here. That's okay. I'm going to have some fat washi here. The struggle, it is so real. These are from Caffeine Queens. You will see more of their amazing stuff a little bit into this planner video. So yeah, today's Monday. I'm feeling just beat down by the earth right now. Just a little rough around the edges. Not just my body, which is feeling a little rough, but astoundingly, my body feels better yesterday and today after the marathon than it did after the half marathon in October. So I don't know what that's about. And it was a good race. We had a great time. It was so much fun. There was a huge group of us from Pittsburgh that all went down together, and we went down Friday night, and we stayed Friday night, and then the race was Saturday, and then we stayed Saturday night, had like a big giant celebration dinner, and then we all drove, well, most of us drove home yesterday, and then some people drove home today, and we're all home now. But it was really just, it was so much fun. And I was hoping to PR, so if you remember back in April, I ran my first full marathon, Tent City Marathon out in California, and it was a big mess. If you remember the planner videos from those days, everything that could have gone wrong in the weeks leading up to it did go wrong. That's not true. That's not true. I didn't get hurt. That could have gone wrong, and that didn't. So we're safe on that count. But the sunrise, about a week before the race, we found out that they couldn't get permitting, and so it was supposed to be a half marathon out and back, and it ended up being the half marathon was an out and back. So for those of us running the marathon, it was out and back, and then on top of that, about 5 days before the race, we found out that the race was supposed to be a 7-hour time limit, and they cut it to a 5-hour time limit. And I was like, I don't know if I can run a 5-hour marathon. There's like, nothing is a 5-hour cutoff time. No race, not even Boston is a 5-hour cutoff time. So I called the race director, which you can do if you run a race that only 20 people run. And she was like, well, start a half an hour early. I'm like, oh, okay. So in the end, I finished in 5 hours and 9 seconds. And I would have finished in under 5 hours, except that the markings at the end of the race, there were no markings on the road there, and so I ended up running an extra block. And so I would have been under 5 hours. But anyway, my coach was like, listen, those 9 seconds are gonna haunt you forever. You need to go back and avenge those 9 seconds and just get your sub 5 and feel good about it. And I'm like, okay. So that was my goal for Richmond on Saturday, Richmond, Virginia. And it's supposed to be, it's like a rolling hills kind of course, but it is very, very, they call it America's friendliest marathon because the crowd support is fantastic. My goal was to run like a 4:58 was my hope and dream. And I ended up, oh, did I do that right? Yeah, okay. I was gonna do blue and then brown, but I said it just do that. So my goal was to do a 4:58, and I ended up running 4:42. So I had a pretty good race. It was awesome. It was a little bit chilly, and then of course, like in true Fox fashion, like this is the shit that happens to me all the time. About 20 minutes before the race, I'm heading over to the starting line, and I'm all like pumped up, and I'm like listening to my music and getting all psyched up and ready for the race. And this was huge gusts of wind, and a gust of wind hit me in the face, and I got dust in my eye, and I could not get it out. And I guess I finally got it out, but it had scratched my eyeball at that point. So it felt like I had something in my eye the entire fucking race, the entire rest of Saturday, all of yesterday, and only finally today, after several days of doing an eye wash and rubbing my eye obsessively, do I finally feel better. So that's So Fox. She runs marathons with shit in her eye. Yeah. So other than that, it was great, but it was very, very windy. It was like perfect temperature-wise. It was like upper 30s. Just the wind was really bad. And there's a bridge in the middle, like around probably around mile 15 to 16. There's this massive bridge, and of course it's like slightly graded uphill the whole way, as bridges are wont to do. And that was okay, except that the wind gusts were like in our faces. At some parts of the race, the wind was at our backs, and that was fine. It was really like cold, but it wasn't too bad. And then at this part of the race, the wind was in front of us. And I was like, there is no point in me running this bridge and expending all this extra energy at mile 15. It's just gonna wear me out, and I'm gonna, burn out early. So what I decided to do at that point was just do, like, there were light posts along the bridge, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna walk from this one to the next one, then I'm gonna run to the next one, then I'm gonna walk to the next one. And I just broke it up, run, walk with the light post, just to kind of conserve some energy. And I think that really helped. So I will never talk shit on the Birmingham Bridge again. That's like the most loathed bridge in Pittsburgh Marathon. And it's in the half marathon and the marathon. And everybody is like, dreads it. I will never talk shit on it again after this one. Never, ever, ever. So, okay, so I do work today, tomorrow, and Wednesday. Obviously, I'm home from work now because it is the evening. But yeah, I highly, if you are a runner and you are doing like that thing that we're doing, or at least I'm doing, I don't know if husband's gonna stick with me or not, trying to run a race in every state, and you need a Virginia, I highly, highly recommend Richmond Marathon. The crowd support was fantastic. I took 92 photos during the race, and coach was like, think of how much faster you would have been if you hadn't taken those photos. And I was like, shh, it's not true. I was taking them while I was running. But like, there were so many funny signs and just like cute dogs. I don't know. It was great. I had so much fun. I couldn't stop smiling. And then I did kind of hit the wall around that bridge, kind of did me in. It just took the wind out of my sails a little bit. And I got back into it, and I held on. I ended up pretty much maintaining a very consistent pace the whole time, which I was proud of myself, because I was expecting to slow down in the second half, and I really didn't, even though I felt like I was. I was like, oh my God, I'm dying. And then we went to dinner Friday night at this cute little place called Grandstaff and Stein, which is a speakeasy. And the food was fantastic, good drinks. And then husband and I went to a place called Bell, and we got a really good charcuterie plate there and some good cocktails on Saturday after the race. And then we had dinner Saturday night, the group of us, at Southern Railway Tap House. I'm not a beer drinker, but they did have good wine there too. I do wish we'd had like an extra day. Like, I wish we could have come back today and had yesterday to explore Richmond, because Richmond's just like full of historic shit like everywhere. I don't know my history the way that I should. But so my vacation starts, well, I have to go into work in the morning, so maybe I shouldn't count it here. So I'm just gonna put heart the weekend across Friday, Saturday, Sunday. There's 2 weekend stickers on here, and they're both really cute. The other one is this one, but that's like kind of huge. So I'm gonna just go with this one here. And I'm really just going into work to do that inventory thing again. It did great the week that I did it, and then I didn't do it the next week, and I thought it would be okay. So I thought the 1 week of doing it would catch it up, and it didn't. It just crashed and burned. So I gotta do it a couple more times. Boo. So I'm just going in before the store opens. So I'm gonna say 7 to 8:30 a.m. Okay, back to today. So I worked. Now all this stuff is open the rest of the day. I couldn't get into the mindset last week of like doing anything. Like, I'm putting this in here. I'm putting some extra doodadery, if you will. It's not a word. It's a word now, bitches. Okay, sorry. I said bitches. Okay, so I'm filming this plan with me, so I'll put that on here first. I just want to use everything on this kit because it's so cute. So cute. The only bad thing is Richmond's it's like 6-hour drive. I am gonna write tonight. I haven't been writing. I've been like, dude, my brain has been in a place that I don't know where that place was. It's been the best of times, it's been the worst of times. It's been nowhere in between and everywhere on each side of that equation. It's just, yeah. I'm doing no white space planning unexpectedly this week. I didn't even fill my planner last week, y'all. I did not even do it because I was just like grumpy. I was grumpy. I'm having some grumpy emotions about work stress and it's making me grumpy. I don't know. Okay, that's that. Tomorrow, I'm gonna get up in the morning and I'm gonna go lift. I worked out with my trainer last week and he gave me a little routine to do when I'm there by myself because normally we work out down in the weight room because he can spot me for heavier weights. So when I'm there by myself, I don't like to do the weight room because it makes me nervous. So he gave me a routine of stuff to do upstairs. And so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get up tomorrow early in the morning. I'm trying to get back into my routine of getting up early. I've kind of fallen off of it because like I said, I've been grumpy. But if I get to the gym between like 5:30 and 6, then I won't sit in rush hour traffic if I can do that. So that's the plan tomorrow, is to get up early. So I'm not gonna put a Hallmark movie on tonight because we're gonna go to the cage. And then, yeah. Tomorrow I do have to edit my plan with me. So also I should mention that this morning I was like, I'm gonna print out my planner. So by the time we got home yesterday, I picked the dog up, got back, I was just like, I'm too tired to do anything besides watch Hallmark movies. So that's how we watched 2. We watched Mingle All the Way, which I really liked, and Switched for Christmas, which I liked, but it wasn't quite my favorite because I was having, it's a twin trouble movie where Candace Cameron Bure plays twins, and I was having trouble keeping track of which twin was which. And the boys that they were interested in were not different enough for me to, it was just, I was struggling. And so I would like glance away from the TV and then I'd be like, which sister is that? So not my favorite, but in any case, we watched 2 Hallmark movies yesterday. And then this morning I was like, before I go to work, I'm at least gonna get everything printed and cut on the silhouettes. When I come home from work, I can go straight into doing my video. And my printer died. My computer just kept saying, we cannot recognize your printer. We cannot recognize your printer. So anyway, it took me forever to get my printer to work. Eventually it did, but I was super stressed about it. So anyway, I'm like very behind. So this is not gonna go up until tomorrow. I'm hoping that with having my vacation, I'm off for 11 days for vacation for Thanksgiving and for Nano. And I'm hoping to like get my shit caught up and get back on track with that. Marathon training is now ending, so like until marathon training begins again in January, I will have a little bit more extra time and I won't be doing quite as long of runs, and I don't know, I'll make it work. But I'm hoping to use this week and like really reset and try to get back on things, get caught up. And of course, now I'm not putting this down yet because, okay, I don't know which movie we're watching tomorrow. So again, I told you to talk about the Caffeine Queens again, and here we go. They have, if you are obsessed with the Hallmark movies like I am, they have Hallmark movie stickers. Hallmark Christmas movie stickers. Okay, so these are ones from previous years. Okay, so as you can see, we've already watched, we watched A Shoe Addict's Christmas, but I don't remember what day, so I have to put that in there. We watched something else that was on here too. But I did put in Switched at Christmas. And we watched, the first one that we watched was Christmas Detour, which I fucking loved. I was obsessed with that. And that was the gateway drug into all of the Hallmark Christmas movies. So then this is the new ones, and this is all the days that Merry and Bright, we did watch that. We actually watched that the day that and we watched Christmas Scavenger Hunt. We watched both of these. We did not watch Christmas Wishes and Mistletoe Kisses yet. In any case, I'm getting ahead of myself. This is all the new premieres. Yes, there are 40 fucking new Hallmark movies this year. These are all the old ones. And we were kind of staying on track, and then because some nights, like after the cage, like I'm gonna just fall asleep on the couch if we start watching them, so we're not watching them on those days, so we're watching like double on some days. Basically, husband DVR'd like 400 of them, and he was like, babe, look, we have all of these to choose from. So I'm not gonna put these in here yet until the day when we decide, you know, like tomorrow, whatever one we decide to watch, then I'll put it in there. But I have them, and they're cute as hell, and I'm obsessed, and yeah. I'm just like, I know they're all the same shit and I know the same plot and the same basic structure and whatever, and I don't fucking care. I'm obsessed. It's so refreshing to see like happy people in love, okay? Yes, would I like some more diversity in the cast? Absolutely. Would I like to see a storyline with a gay couple? Yes, that would be fantastic. Okay, I have hopes and dreams that these things will happen. But for right now, I'm still going to enjoy the like fluff and just the escape of these like cute love stories, okay? I'm gonna just enjoy it and hope that eventually they will be a little bit more diverse, and that would be fantastic. But broaden Hallmark. You can do it. Take some of the gay best friends and the black best friends and give them their own storyline, please. That's what I would like. So for the future, Hallmark, if you're watching my plan with me, that's what we want to see. Anyway, Wednesday I work. It's my last day of work before vacation, technically. I have to run because I love running, and I will have taken 3 days off, and I feel that I can run again on Wednesday. Like I said, I don't really feel sore. It's weird. I do have to write. Maybe, I don't know if I'm gonna write that night because I'm gonna work on my vlog. That's what I did last week. I was like not feeling in the mood to do a plan with me, but I was feeling up to working on a vlog, so I did that. I don't know which Hallmark movie or movies we might watch too that night, but I will put those in later. And I think that's everything for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And then, so Thursday, like I said, I'm gonna go into work just in the morning just to get this inventory project done before we open, and that will ease my mind. Then I'm lifting with Alex that afternoon. He's gonna give me we did upper body routine last week. This week we're gonna do lower body routine, so that way I have stuff to do on my own. So I'm gonna try to get back into the swing of going twice a week, because I've only been going once a week during marathon training. So I'm just doing like 3-mile runs, and then I don't know, I'm gonna do a long run on Saturday, but I don't know, maybe only like 10 miles or something. I don't know yet what my long run's gonna be. I'm gonna see what everybody else is up to and then go from there. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna lift, and that's at 12:15. Sorry, I'm like scattered. I've been like, the highs are great and the lows are like not letting me get out of bed, and there is no in between. Okay, so lifting at 12:15, I'm going to run 3 miles, and then I got emojis. These are those Erin Condren custom stickers. Now these are the old ones. The new ones have icons with them. I don't love them. For my long run, those are spiders, because there was not, all the fitness things, there's not a running shoe. There's nothing related to running, so I chose spiders because I like spiders. Anyway, this is what the new ones look like. This is the old style, and I like the old style better. You had more space for letters, more space for activities. So much room for activities. Okay, I'm gonna move that here. Thursday is number 1, my dad's birthday. Happy birthday, Dad. Number 2, it's Beaujolais Nouveau. Do you know what Beaujolais Nouveau is? Yes, you do. And if you don't, now you're going to hear about it. Okay, Beaujolais Nouveau, quick and dirty. It is a day that they make wine, or that they release wine that they just made. And so the idea of Beaujolais Nouveau is you make it on Tuesday, you drink it on Thursday. Well, like not exactly, but it's young wine. It's a lot of the time very shitty, but it's released the Thursday, the 3rd Thursday. It's a big celebration in France that someday I would love to go to, and that would be so much fun. But for now, you can get the bottles in the state store as soon as the state store opens that day. And that's what we do every year. And the thing about Beaujolais Nouveau is that it's absolute shit. However, it's really good with ham. So I make a ham every year. It's ham wine is what we belovedly call it. So pick up the wine. There is a liquor store on the way home from work that opens at 9, so I can go there and get the Beaujolais Nouveau. So that's what's gonna go in here, and it's gotta be in cursive because it's a fancy night. So I make this like incredible crock pot ham. It's like ham, honey, bourbon, apple cider, honey Dijon, I don't know, mustard of some kind, and it's so good. And it's like you make it in the crock pot and the whole house smells like ham all day. And you put it on croissants and you have it with mashed potatoes, and it's, that's that. There's a write-in that night for Nano that I'm gonna plan to go to. So I can put that in here too, while my ham's in the crock pot. Okay, I'm gonna try to tackle some decluttering tasks. Let me put a whole bunch of shit in here. I do have to write. I didn't put my writing sticker in here because I'm just putting shit all over the place. Pick up wine. Let's move some stuff around. Just keep moving things. Moving things. I am really a big fan of cramming way too much shit into my days. That's my specialty. I'm excellent at it, and I'm not excellent at doing all those things, but I'm excellent at hoping to do all those things, and that's what counts. So I want to do my desk. It's been on there every week. Don't judge. Don't judge. I'm gonna put it in all capital letters so I take myself seriously. And I need to work on my Bojo. Hopes and dreams, they are my face. Friday morning, walking dogs. I want you to know that we had 7 seniors and all but one of them have been adopted, and I know his home is coming soon and I'm super excited. I can just feel it. His name's T-Rex and he knows how to give paw and he's a very good boy. So I walk dogs 7 to 9. So I'm going to put this chore sticker here. See, I put this weekend thing in the middle of everything and it fucked it all up. Okay, my big chore is I'm going to do the bathroom cabinet declutter. I usually do that like every 6 months and I haven't done it recently. Friday night is one of my favorite nights of the year. It's light up night. And that is the night I'm going to put this one that says important. It says important to me. They light all the Christmas trees downtown. So you just basically, okay, what we do is we do light up night, bar crawl / Christmas tree. So we do a cocktail or a glass of wine. We do a beverage, and then we do a tree lighting, and then a beverage, and then a tree lighting. And then sometimes there are reindeer. Sometimes there aren't. I have a Facebook photo album dedicated to whether or not, what did I do here? Whoa, this is deep. Whoa. There we go. I have a Facebook photo album dedicated to whether or not I see a reindeer, and I hope I see a reindeer. I lost lettering chicken in a hardcore way there, but I know what it says. It says light up night. It's the best we got. Anyway, I love it. It's one of my favorite nights of the year. And then theoretically we're gonna go dancing, but sometimes the bar crawl and the wine and the bar crawl and the bar crawl and the tree and the bar crawl and the tree takes up the energy. Okay, Saturday morning is my long run, but nothing too crazy. Maybe into double digits, maybe not. It might be only 8 miles, it might be 10 miles. I don't know, I'm not writing that on there yet. And then I'm going to ceramics. We went last week, my mom and I go, and I'm working on this little snowman and he's cute as hell. So I'm gonna do that. And that is at 10 a.m. I do have to write. I keep forgetting about this thing that I'm doing called National Novel Writing Month where I have to actually write words. I'm bad at it this year. I'm just not motivated about it. It's a shame. I used to like really love it, and I still love it, and I like the social aspect of it, and I just, when I have characters that I really like, I'm like motivated, and this year I just not really into it. Not really into it, but oh well. In the evening we are going to see a show. So we're going to the latest Bare Bones production show, which is called Dance Nation. We're trying to be more diligent about making sure we go to these shows when they're happening, so that's at 8 p.m. I don't know what we're doing about dinner. We're in a hot debate about what we're going to do for dinner. But we're going to the show, and it's going to be super awesome. And then Sunday, I'll probably run in the morning, just because I like to run, and that's just a fun thing that I like to do. And I am still trying to keep my 100 miles a month going, even though I'm not marathon training again until January. So easy miles on Sunday. And then we are having a hot date to work on the attic because it's almost time to put up the Christmas decorations next week. And I want to make sure that we are set to put away the autumn decorations and put out the Christmas decorations. So that's our big task for Sunday. I was already like, will you help me with this, husband? And he was like, yeah. So attic cleanup. We have some stuff to do up there before Black Friday. Okay. And then I have to write, and then I have to fill my plan with me that week. Put that on there. I like to get back to doing them on Sunday. I've been just unmotivated on Sundays, so I don't know. I don't know what's been going on in my brain. My brain's been, it's been the best of times, it's been the worst of times. That's really been like I put right in here. Right. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put it on Saturday too. But then where's my... I'll make room for my... There's always room for my Hallmark movie to go in there. Yeah, there we go. Okay. See? Everything's coming together in the end. It's all gonna be fine. It's all gonna be fine. I'm at 8,000 or 9,000 words, and I'll get to 50,000 words by next Saturday. Not this Saturday, next Saturday. It'll happen. Okay, so to be added in, obviously the Hallmark movies. This is naked over here. I need to come up with a better idea for this. Look at this. Stuff to clean. I was so excited. This week got away from me. Every week gets away from me. I need to come up with a better plan for this in 2020. Maybe that'll be something I work out on my power sheets. We'll see. So this is where the week is. I hope everybody has a wonderful week. Enjoy your Beaujolais Nouveau if you're going to be having ham on Thursday. Enjoy your writing if you're doing NaNoWriMo. And subscribe if you haven't. I will have this will be up probably on Tuesday, and I will have 2 vlogs this week. One on Thursday and one probably on Sunday, I guess. So that's where it is. Have a great week, everybody. Thanks for watching.